ICN International TV Network, Jiangsu TV Station, and Huawei Company successfully held the If You Are the One United States show on October the 14th, after 3 months of preparing and registration. The famous host of the show, Mr. Meng, came to Silicon Valley, and fans from all over the Bay Area came to see him. President of ICN, Ms. Li, and CEO of Huawei, Mr. Ko, announced the start of the event. The event invited 15 beautiful female guests, and in addition to their outstanding looks, everyone was multi-talent and could not wait to perform before Mr. Meng, which formed the most beautiful scenery on the stage. North America Cui Ge, who wore the dragon robes on the stage as the first male guest, surprised and amazed everyone at the event. The second male guest, named Ben, not only spoke fluent Chinese but also sang Chinese love songs with one of the female guests. The audience was impressed, as was Mr. Meng. Mr. Stone, the famous talk show host from Bay Area, also came to the event and interviewed Mr. Meng in depth with the voice of the audience. The event ended with the song Move Forward. And in the meantime, the director of ICN San Francisco TV station, Ms. He, thanked for coming and announced that ICN will continue providing platforms for single people in future. Yibing He, Sierra Guo, ICN San Francisco.
Chinese real estate tycoon Huang Nubo is set to finalize a 99-year lease on land in Iceland. The deal with the Icelandic government for 300 square kilometers of land for $6 million was announced earlier this month. Huang says that the idea of buying a piece of land in Iceland has been on his mind for some time now and was finally done with encouragement from the country's president. The plan hit some trouble when the minister of the Icelandic Home Department tried to nullify the deal, but when it changed to a lease instead of a sale, the problem was solved. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. China's State Council announced today the country's first census on movable cultural relics in an effort to better gauge and protect the state of the country's national treasures. This 4-year census will cover all cultural relics preserved by state organs, public service units, state-owned organizations and enterprises, and the Army. The program will run from 2012 to 2016, with the last year dedicated to constructing a database of the findings. This census comes in response to a public outcry over a recent string of incidents involving damage and theft of relics. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. On October 14th, the If You Were the One United States show was a big success, with over 800 people turning out to watch. The show, put on by ICN TV, Jiangsu TV, and Huawei, was held in Silicon Valley, and people from all around the Bay Area came to see. Not only were there 15 beautiful girls, but also famous guest stars to impress the crowd. The famous If You Were the One host, Meng Fei, got everyone excited, and people could not wait to take pictures of him and record videos to show all of their friends. It also happened to be his birthday, so the whole audience sang for him, and one of the girls even made him a cake. Not only did ICN film the entire event, but also many other news agencies showed up to report, including China Daily, the People's Net, and the China News Agency. At the end of the show, the attendees and volunteers came up to take a group picture with Mr. Meng, and the whole crowd came up to take a closer look. The If You Are the One U.S. event was a great performance, and people can't wait to see what ICN will do next. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco.
The UN Food and Agriculture Organization has designated October 16th World Food Day since 1981. On Friday, the state administration posted a notice on its official website asking employees in the country's food industry to experience hunger for 24 hours on a voluntary basis, which is aimed at arousing public awareness to treasure food and prevent hunger. Fasting has awakened people's memory of it. Young people nowadays do not conserve food as previous generations did, and the fasting could be an opportunity to deepen people's understanding of food safety. Yibing He, Sierra Guo, ICN, San Francisco. The Social Security Administration recently announced several ways the program will be tweaked in the coming year. Social Security payments will increase by 1.7% in 2013, Workers will pay 6.2% of their income into the Social Security system, up from 4.2% in 2012. Also, the earning limit increased. Maximum possible benefits will grow, and the U.S. Treasury will stop mailing paper checks to Social Security beneficiaries on March 1st, 2013. 一冰河十二热国 ICN San Francisco.
If the first U.S. presidential debate was viewed by voters to be in Mitt Romney's favor, the opposite seems true about the second debate held last night. President Obama was seen to be tough on Romney the whole length of the debate, and the Republican candidate was much more defensive. After the debate concluded, the Romney campaign spent some time trying to clarify their position and deal with some of the more uncomfortable moments. The town hall-style debate, which had questions from a selected audience, seemed to work well for Obama, with many questions giving him a chance to defend his positions. The third and final debate will be held on Monday of next week and will feature talks on foreign policy. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. A new study suggests that men who take a daily vitamin supplement could reduce their risk of cancer by 8%. The study followed almost 15,000 men with an average age of 65 over the course of 11 years. Half of the men took the Centrum Silver brand multivitamin once a day, and the other half were given a placebo. The study suggests that a low dose of many different types of vitamins that is provided by products like Centrum is more effective than a high dose of a single type of vitamin as tested in previous studies. Diets that include a lot of fruit and vegetables can be just as effective, but sadly only 1.5% of people gets the recommended servings of fruit and vegetables daily. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. China began construction yesterday on its third pipeline to send natural gas from the resource-rich western region to the east. The gas pipeline will cost 125 billion yuan and is expected to transmit 30 billion cubic meters of gas annually. The pipeline is over 7,000 kilometers long and is expected to be completed before 2015. The project can replace 76.8 million tons of coal consumption and reduce 130 million tons of carbon emissions every year. The first and second pipelines were the largest infrastructure project China has seen to date, requiring a total investment of more than 290 billion yuan. The first pipeline was completed in 2004, and the second will be completed by the end of the year. 2 more pipelines have been proposed. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. On October 26th, China Enterprises Association will hold a summit of the U.S.-China Economic, Trade, and Technology at San Jose City Hall. The theme of the summit is the future of investment in the U.S. The conference has invited many guests, including the Consulate General of China in San Francisco, Gao Zhensheng, San Jose Mayor Chuck Reed, President of the Bay Area Council, Vice President of the Asia Society, as well as the political leaders and Silicon Valley elites of the two countries. Several local enterprises are also invited to this conference. All foreign-funded enterprises are expected to engage in and participate in this conference. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. Verizon Wireless has been under fire lately for selling information about its customers' location, app usage, and web browsing activities. The company began offering reports to marketers showing what subscribers are doing on their phones in a move that raises privacy questions and could cause issues with federal wiretapping law. Verizon says the initiative is legal because the information doesn't reveal the customers' identities and they can opt out. This type of monitoring practice caused trouble for other companies in the past. The company has declined to answer questions about how the monitoring technology it uses actually works. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco. The Brain Lab at the Georgia Institute of Technology is working to use the brain to control objects directly as a way of helping paralyzed people live more independently. The lab was started in 1998 with a plan of finding more ways for the brain to interface with computers that didn't involve surgery. The Brain Lab was one of the first to demonstrate a person controlling a wheelchair and a robotic arm with brain signals. Currently, these brain control systems use a special cap that monitors the user's brain waves, but the scientists are working to make the technology more accessible to the general public. Yibing He, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco.
After Chinese director Wang Quan's Mongolian drama 2 Years Marriage won the Golden Bear in 2007, he ambitiously bring Chen Zhongshu's sweeping White Deer Plain to the big screen. On September the 15th, this film came to public in China and had a really big premiere in Xi'an, with popular rock singer Cui Jian showed in the premiere and danced with all the main film crew members. Yibinghe, Sierra Guo, ICN, San Francisco.
Henan Association with North America will hold an autumn gala at Night Star University of Healthy Science on October 20th. Vice Consul General and several presidents from Bay Area will attend this event. All the friends and families will come together. Thank you.
The third New York Chinese Film Festival began on Wednesday at Lincoln Center's Alice Tully Hall, with the North America debut of Chinese director Zhang Yang's Full Circle. According to Association of Film Commissioners International, China has the fastest growing film market in the world and is now the third largest film producer globally after India and the United States. China's film industry produced over 500 films in 2009, compared to just 100 in 2002. Many world-famous popularities showed up, including Zhang Ziyi, star of the Oscar-winning Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hong Kong Film Award winners, and other Chinese A-list stars. Zhu Shimao accepted interview and said,
我主演的，也是我第一次导演的，因为我主演没有什么稀奇，大家都看过，从30年前就看过我的电影《牧马人》，但是作为我导演，这个戒严不戒酒是第一次。
The festival will hold a closing ceremony on October the 19th at the Starlight Roof of New York's Waldorf Astoria Hotel, featuring a black tie gala dinner and an Asian Artist Awards ceremony. Yibinghe, Sierra Guo, ICN, San Francisco. The U.S. House of Representatives Intelligence Committee last week issued a report warning that two leading Chinese technology companies, Huawei and ZTE, pose possible threats to U.S. national security without presenting concrete evidence. Also on Thursday, China's largest machinery maker Sany Group said it will fight to the very end in its lawsuit against U.S. President Barack Obama after the president blocked a wind farm project citing national security concerns. Foreign Ministry spokesman Hong Lei on Thursday called for a level and stable playing field for Chinese companies operating overseas and said, Chinese investment abroad are essentially mutually beneficial for relevant countries. We hope the countries can treat Chinese enterprises investing and running there in a proper way and create a level and stable environment. Yibinghe, Sierra Guo, ICN, San Francisco. State Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Tulaxin this week congratulated 23 California public schools and one private school that have been named by U.S. Secretary of Education Aaron Duncan as National Blue Ribbon Schools for 2010 and 11. Among them were Fremont Unified School District, J. Hallie Durham Elementary School, and William Hopkins Junior High School. The Blue Ribbon School program is the U.S. Department of Education program that honors public and private schools from elementary through high schools whose students achieve at very high level or have made significant progress and help close gaps in achievement. Each winner will receive a plaque and flag. Yibinghe, Sierra Guo, ICN, San Francisco. According to the 12th Five-Year Plan for Healthcare Development published by the government on Friday, a national medical and health system will be formed by 2015, allowing all Chinese to have access to basic public health care services. The plan also calls for substantially reducing the cost of a doctor visit and enhance the quality and efficiency of the medical service system. China will strive to develop non-public hospitals and medical institutions, as well as consider social investment over government input. The government will train another 115,000 general medical practitioners for local communities by the end of 2015. 宜宾和 Sierra 国 ICN San Francisco